Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Sparky's here. He must be hungry for cookies this morning, right, Sparky? Also, he's ready for his birthday bash. And you too, Chippy. You too, Chippy. Okay, you get off. So there's a really fun and special announcement at the end of this video, so don't miss it. So let's dive in, Sagittarius, and let's see what's coming for you guys. There you go, Chippy. Have a cookie, take a nap. We're just having fun this morning. So, all right, Sag. You're a good boy. Sagittarius, the first card I've got for you today is the Two of Pentacles. So there's something here you might be trying to do two things at once, kind of juggling, trying to figure out, what's better. Doing some, I don't know, risk assessment of some sort, maybe about credit cards or something like that. You might be feeling kind of trapped at this time. I'm not sure what this is about, Sag. You probably know. And being trapped is not a good thing for Sagittarius. Yeah, don't trap a Sagittarius. They'll come out kicking and screaming like a wild horse, right? So that's your crossing challenge position right now. We've got Queen of Cups in your mind, like in your mental state this week. Really sweet card. And this does fit Sagittarius very well. This is all about intuition, for one thing. It's also about being heart-centered. I feel like your heart is very open at this time, Sag, and that's a really good space to be in, especially if you're feeling a little bit trapped. And you might be feeling trapped because your heart's really open and nothing's really reciprocating that love at this time. I feel like you're very inwardly focused at this time, Sag, and you maybe don't necessarily want to be, okay? Yeah, there's a Ten of Swords, came up reversed as the foundation of your heart opening. So your heart's opening back up from some sort of a bad ending that you have gone through. And we have looked into that several times. Actually, a lot of times. You know, it was a big thing. It was a big deal. This Ten of Swords really left a dent, in your spirit, in your aura. So your Three of Pentacles is going into the past. Now, this is really interesting because I feel like some of you are leaving a job behind, or you're leaving coworkers behind, or something where you collaborated. Often for me, the Three of Pentacles is a job card. I feel like you're not wanting to do your job anymore. I feel like your work has become stale for some of you. And maybe it has been for a while, or maybe just all of a sudden you're feeling this impulse to do something really different, like go somewhere different, be somebody else, like, reinvent yourself. Coming up in your immediate future, yeah, you're saying goodbye to something. Look at this Eight of Cups in your immediate future. That could be today. I feel like you're walking away from something, and I can't wait to see what this is. Now, it could be anything from a relationship to a space, space where you live, a space where you work. It could be saying goodbye to the job that I was seeing. Wow, Sag. I mean, you guys are the truth seekers to begin with. This is the card of truth, Ace of Swords. Okay. And I see you in your more extended future, like you can't do anything that's not aligned with your personal truth anymore. You just can't. It's going to be impossible. You're not going to do it for love or money. You have to be your authentic self at this time. It's a powerful reading, Sag, coming up right away. Right away. Very, very powerful reading. Two of Wands. This is how other people are seeing you, seeking new opportunities. Oops. Whoa. Did you see that fly out of my hands? That's you flying off into the sunset, looking for your truth, looking for your authentic self. I've never heard you do you as strongly as I'm hearing it right now. It's like, you do you, Sag. That's what I'm hearing. You do you. Wow. King of Cups. Your hopes and fears is matching up with a divine soulmate. This is in your hopes and fears position. King of Cups. Take it as it resonates. These could be opposite, okay? One could be you, one could be the other person. This is just how it's coming up. Fear of meeting that person, but also hoping you're meeting that person. You might be sending mixed messages to the universe. Just consider that. That's all I'm saying. And we've got Four of Wands. Your final outcome, Four of Wands. Your final outcome is celebration, maybe buying a new house, putting down roots of some sort. But I feel like you're putting them down somewhere else. Sag, okay? So let's go over here and let's get you some clarification on this. And if you just tuned in, if you're enjoying this reading so far, please do give it a like, make a comment. Helps a lot. So let's look at Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So you're assessing risk with this card, basically. And you're holding, because you want to hold on to money. So Two of Pentacles clarified by Four of Pentacles. Look at those pretty sunflowers, right? There they are. So it is that time of year for sunflowers. And it's like a happy time of year. It's like following the sun. That's what sunflowers do. And I see you holding on. There's something about holding back or holding on because there may be a risk or because there's juggling of money. Really significant right now. You're like, I really want to do the thing, but it's going to cost a lot. And I got to hold on to money. I got to hold on to resources. There's risk assessment going on with this new venture, Sag. Your crossing card, we're going to clarify Eight of Swords. If you ask, these are the Wild Reflections deck. And the first deck I was using is the Celestial Tarot. Okay, people always want to know. So there you go. Sometimes sometimes YouTube puts a link when I show the cards, and you can go directly from my channel to them, okay, and find it that way. Okay, so your Eight of Swords, feeling trapped in your crossing position at this time, is clarified by the World. Wow. Could it be any more powerful? This is crazy, Sagittarius. So you're really trying to get out of some sort of trap that you feel, you might be feeling like, even if you loved where you lived for a long time, it now may be feeling oppressive to you in some way. Maybe you suddenly feel like you don't belong there. Or suddenly you feel like, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life there, and now all I want to do is move to another country, and I've never even visited another country, kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. It's like you want to expand, Sag. You may have been keeping yourself small for reasons. I'm not saying you did it for fun, right? But I think you might have been keeping yourself in a box, smaller than you needed to, out of need, for one thing. It's costly to expand. Not everybody has the dollars to expand. But this is about expansion. This is about spiritual evolution, spiritual graduation, going onward and upward. But it's a challenge right now because you're feeling trapped. So let's see where this goes. On your mind is your heart opening. Queen of Cups, very intuitive at this time, Sagittarius. You're always intuitive, but I feel like it's heightened right now. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups. Yeah, I said that earlier because the next card up is still about this Ten of Swords, but I digress. Hold on a minute. Getting ahead of myself. I feel like your heart is opening and wants to be open. You want to be in this Queen of Cups energy instead of that Queen of Swords energy that you've had to be in for a long time, guarding yourself, protecting, setting boundaries, all those things. Now you're in this. Now this is on your mind. Opening your heart. I feel like you're feeling love. You're wanting to have love reciprocated to you, things like that. But there's a lot of discontent going on. A lot of discontent with this Four of Cups, okay? And what I'm getting is underneath that, this is caused by this Ten of Swords. It's reversed now, so it's already happened. It's not as bad as it was. It could have been a long time ago. But still, this is kind of the cornerstone of what's happening in your energy, Sag. So let's clarify that Ten of Swords. Somebody really did a number on you, Sag. And it left your heart bruised. It really did, and for a long time. And, it left really a dent, a lasting impression. It may have had to do with lovers. It could have had to do with the decision somebody made, maybe you, maybe your person, or it could have had to do with a third party. Often this is a love triangle, the Lover's card. It can also have to do with the obvious, a lover. Maybe you met someone and it ended badly. I'm not sure. It's going to depend on you guys. Individual stories, you know. This is what you're leaving in the past. Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's clarify Three of Pentacles moving into your past. Clarified by the High Priestess. Your truth again. Truth, truth, truth. All over the place. I feel like you can't do your job anymore because you are so intuitive. You're seeing through the truth. Everything's being revealed to you. You're like, oh, I didn't know it was that. I didn't know that when I first took this job, or I didn't know that when I first started doing this work, or now I know more. You know, this is like the truth coming out. And I just feel like, and this is your past influences. This is moving into the past, or maybe it already has for you. Maybe you're like Matt Damon in that movie Hereafter. You're a medium and you're like screaming at people like, I don't do that anymore. Right? I went through a period of time before I started this channel of I was watching that movie every single morning because I had worked as a psychic medium for such a long time on one of the big hotlines, and also, you know, which they had a requirement of how many hours per week you had to work, and it didn't matter if you felt like, are you tuning in? You just had to be there. And I was tuned in. I was giving authentic readings for sure, but it was wearing me out. And on top of that, I had a big private clientele. And I was to the point Matt Damon was with this. I don't do that anymore. And I was about ready to explode. And one day my angels were like, you know, I'm sitting there embroidering one night, just trying to clear my mind, you know, working on cross stitch. And I heard this message from my angels going, Tammy, start a YouTube channel. I was like, who said that? Right? I'm just kidding because I knew it was my angels. But it was like, start a YouTube channel. I hope this has been working. I just realized my hair was over my microphone and I hope it wasn't making noise. Okay, so anyway, so I did. And I stopped doing privates and I stopped the hotline work. And now I just do YouTube, and I've been a whole lot happier, you know, because I have a lot more flexibility and stuff like that. So, moral of the story, this is what I see you doing. And it could be that, you know, a lot of you are tarot readers and mediums, and maybe you're getting burnt out because you're not following your truth. You know, sometimes when you have a lot of clients, they'll try to force you into saying what they want to say. Like they'll keep twisting it with their questions, you know. But what about this way? But what about looking at it this way? But what, you know, right? When you're private, if you know, if you know, you know, if you're a medium. And there's something about walking away from some sort of a job that has to do with your intuition, has to do with the High Priestess. That's why I'm saying that. All that may or may not apply to you. And it may apply to you in a way of not being a medium, but being a doctor, or being a lawyer, or being a postal worker. I don't know. You know, it can apply in a lot of different ways, okay? So let's go to Eight of Cups. This is in your future. You're walking away from something and you're going towards your truth. Eight of Swords. But let's clarify Eight of Cups, Sag. If you just tune in, there's a fun and important special message at the end of this, okay, that I think you might like. Speaking of private readings. Okay, Page of Cups. You're walking away from several things here. Page of Cups is pretty loaded, all right? You are walking away from maybe drinking, the obvious, okay? Page of Cups can, you know, the Cups cards can be about alcohol, can be about any sort of substance abuse, and the Page of Cups in particular can be about maybe old habits you did when you were younger and now you've outgrown. A lot of this is about outgrowing something, okay? A person, a younger person. Maybe you're not a kid anymore. Maybe you're 75 years old, but you were still doing things you were doing when you were 18. You're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. You're walking away from something that has to do with younger people, or addictions, or habits, or narcissists. Sometimes this is a narcissist card. There's a lot here about spiritual maturity, and I'm just not even talking about age specifically. It's like spiritual maturity, spiritual evolution, which we had back here in the World card. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Ace of Swords is in your more extended future. your more extended future, your truth, the you do you card. Okay, cutting out things that don't work. It is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of gift or cutting things out. Inside of cutting things out that don't work, a gift is there. You're going to find a gift. Okay, and this is more than likely what I'm seeing, a spiritual gift at this time, something that really speaks to your soul. Okay, and it could literally be a gift from someone. Six of Pentacles, it can be paying off debts. It can be getting out of debt. You know, this first card that came up, the Two of Pentacles, has, you know, a lot of times does have to do with debt. So in your more extended future, which would be now through the fall, you'll be cutting out things that don't work for you. Let's look at your Two of Wands. Other people are seeing you as getting new opportunities, Sag. Well, this is interesting. Other people are seeing you as getting new opportunities, and they're seeing you as very ambitious. They're seeing you as a leader. They're seeing you as King of Wands. Yeah. What, masculine or feminine? I don't care. This could be a Queen of Wands. Okay. They're seeing you as this leader. They're seeing you as a go-getter, ambitious. Like suddenly there's going to be a fire lit under you. Let's, who's seeing you that way? Hold on. Let's ask. Who's seeing Sagittarius in this way? This is really loaded too. Five of Cups. The person who's seeing you as a leader and out there, mover and a shaker, getting things done with, you know, fire, radiant, charismatic, all the things that this King and Queen of Wands represents. The person that's seeing you that way is a very sad person who is grieving over having lost you. Probably the person connected to this Ten of Swords we had earlier, that has been holding you back from expressing your love and your heart. It's still very wrapped up in your energy. I feel like that person is just now waking up to, and this could be a whole other reading, but I feel like this person is just now opening up to the fact that you were their divine partner. I think it's taken them this long. That's why they're grieving. There's somebody grieving. They realize now, Sag, I'm tuning into them big time right now. They cry sometimes. This is a guy I'm seeing who cries sometimes when they're by themselves, like in the shower or something, when they can let it go. Like a grown man who sheds tears over this because they realize they really messed up. I wanted to say something else because that's what I'm hearing them saying that starts with maybe an F. I keep this very clean here. But they're not. I mean, they're saying it the way it feels. And that's what they're saying. They really messed up. And they're blaming themselves. They're kicking themselves over it. Like a lot recently, especially recently. Oh, some of it's because it's August. You guys may have some sort of an anniversary where you just got together in August, like way back in 2001 or something. I mean, literally, this feels like it goes back a long ways. Anyway, like I said, that could be a whole other reading, and I'm going on a tangent, but it seems important because it's really connected to what's in your aura is this feeling of discontent surrounding your heart center. Like you're becoming this Queen of Cups, but it's still kind of tied up with this Ten of Swords, which is kind of still mixed in the energy. And I was like, why is it still mixed in the energy? Because of them, because of this person who's grieving over you. They're still projecting this energy, and they're not over you, Sag. I didn't know this reading was going to go there, but I'm just going to tell you this person is not over you. You were the person they were supposed to be with, and they realize it, and they've got themselves stuck in some other situation that's probably expensive to get out of. They're not sure you'd take them back anyway, and you probably wouldn't. And it's like you can't move forward, you can't move back. At least that's how it feels, because you can't move forward. Obviously, you can move forward. Obviously, you are moving forward. But I'm just saying, it's still in the energy. Okay. let's get rid of 5 of Cups. Okay, so here we go. Your final outcome is this 4 of Wands. This I want to really clarify because this is having to do with putting down new roots, a new house, a celebration. This is the celebration card. Okay. All right, let's see what this is about. And then I'm going to pull a couple of other cards just for some additional things if they want to tell us. But be sure to watch to the end because I have already recorded a really special announcement at the end, okay? That you may be interested in. It's fun. It's just fun, okay? But anyway, I think you'll like it. So 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. This came up earlier, this juggling card. I feel like some of you want to buy a new house, but you're juggling money. Okay, some of you might want a beach house. So you go ride your bike down the beach, but it costs money. It's like this risk assessment. Like I said, you're like, do I want to sell my place now? What if I regret it? What if I have buyer's remorse? What if? There's a lot going on to consider there, Sag. Let's go over to, let's just get some, couple of these. These are so beautiful. I just got these recently, the folio cards, and they're round. Aren't they cool? So let's see, what messages do these folio cards have for Sagittarius in addition to what we've already gotten? What else do you need to know, Sagittarius? You need to know, oh, look at this hourglass. You need to know to trust in divine timing. Wow, there's literally a little sprout growing inside that hourglass. Yeah, so time is on your side is what it's saying, okay? Trust the divine timing on your heart opening up, all these changes, trying to get to whatever this 4 of Wands is for you, okay? Whether it's buying a new house or whatever. I am so sorry if my microphone has been making noise. Oh, I really hope it hasn't. Okay. All right, let's see. Yes? Whoa, I'm dropping all of them. Okay, wait. Falling apart here. All right, hold on, Sag. We have got warning. Pay attention to any red flags. Yeah, pay attention to red flags. What do they mean by that? Because trust in divine timing, I'm getting, don't force things forward if you're getting red flags. Wait on the divine timing. Oh, and here it is, the adventure card. I said that earlier. I feel like you want an adventure. This is about being open to new experiences. And I think right now, Sag, you're more open to new experiences than you've ever been. Like I said earlier, I think some of you have been living in the same place for a long time and suddenly you wake up one morning and you're like, I want to move to a whole different country, which is really odd for you. I'm not saying it's odd in general, just for you. I feel like there's something really big changing. There's some big transition, that you're the universe is kind of giving you a little nudge here and there. If you keep getting the same message over and over again, it's kind of when you know they're talking to you. They're giving you a little push, and they give you a little harder push, So pay attention to those things, Sag, and I know you do. Anyway, here's my announcement. Special voice from Chippy's channel. Chippy, the king of tarot, and Sparky, king of the couch. They have both had birthdays this month, and we're going to have a special birthday bash. And we want to invite you all to come and participate if you'd like. So I'm going to have it next week, and I want to invite you guys to come join us for the birthday bash, right, Sparky? All you Cookie Club members and all you Bark Buddy members, we really hope that you'll come in and say hello. And I'm offering something really special for you guys that's free. I'm going to be with Chippy doing pet readings for the first time on either of my channels. We're going to focus on your questions about your pets, pet communication, whether they're with us or in spirit. Some of you have said, could we do something special for Sparky and Chippy for their birthdays? I've made up a wish list on Amazon. If any of you are interested in getting these boys some stuff that they'd really like, I've made up a list. Don't feel like you have to, but some people asked me and I thought, well, that'd be kind of fun. So there's a special Chippy and Sparky wish list on there. It may be live, it may be recorded, I'm not sure yet. But I imagine Zorro is also going to come in and do his dousing for you. And little Archer, my little Pom, is definitely going to be coming in to... Come here, Archer. Say hi to all your fans out there. I forgot to mention we're going to do an unboxing of any gifts that you guys send for Chippy and Sparky. This is Archer. You guys haven't seen Archer for a while. Look how fluffy he's gotten. He's like a black and white marshmallow, and he's wild. People are like, why is he not in the readings? Here's why. It's just going to be fun. We're just going to have a dog party. It's not that serious. It's just fun. And like I said, I'm going to do some readings. And the priority does go to Cookie Club members. You can click join on Chippy's channel and look at it. It doesn't join you automatically. And it's a good way to support his channel because his channel is not monetized. So this is the only way that he gets paid. And so you can check that out. And so Bark Buddies and Cookie Club members are going to get priority on the readings. And you can send those ahead of time if you'd like to my email, which you can find on the channels. Okay, under description, you can look. So we're gonna have cupcakes and ice cream for the guys. Sparky says, please come to his birthday bash. And Chippy too. Chippy says, please come. We look forward to seeing you all over there. Thanks for being here.